Hello and welcome to my channel once again. In today's video, we'll be looking at the responsibilities and the rights of nurses. Now, if you are a nurse or someone who aspires to be a nurse in the nearest future, or if you are a student nurse currently in School of Nursing or in the university studying, and also a nurse who is currently practicing, this video is for you. Just stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. As a qualified nurse, you have the obligation to provide effective care to your patients, advocate for them, and not just for your patients, but for yourself also. One of the rights of nurses is the right to practice. When you qualify as a nurse, you are being given a license by your governing body, NMC, Nursing and Midwifery Council of a particular jurisdiction. With this license that has been given to you, you have the authority to practice nursing in that specified jurisdiction. Secondly, you have the right to practice within your scope. You only perform the duties which you have the competences. For instance, if you have a patient that needs cardioversion and you don't have the competency to do that, even if you learned it, but the fact that you have not been trained, you're not supposed to carry out that procedure. So learn and ensure that within you stick to the practice which you are trained to perform. Next is the right to practice in a safe environment. For you to carry out an effective care, you have to ensure that your work environment is safe. It's important to practice nursing in an environment where you know that your well-being is being prioritized. For instance, a place where you know that there is an allocated time for your break and your duty rosters is being scheduled in such a way that you have days off so that you can go off duty, rejuvenate, and come back well fit to practice. And also is the responsibility of your employer to provide your working tools, the PPE, if you want to attend to a patient who has infectious disease. Of course, you know that you don't just walk in there without your PPE. The next one is the right to professional development. Now, your education should be ongoing. You don't just stop after school. It is very important to stay updated to best practice and regulation. You don't just end learning, you keep continuous learning, expose yourself to trainings that are relevant to your area of practice or your department. It will help you to know the recent changes in treatment, equip you with an evidence-based practice. As a nurse, you also have the right to advocate for your patients. Yes, you have to speak out, especially when you see that the patient's life is in danger, to protect the rights, the dignity, and the safety of your patients. So, as a nurse, you have the right to practice, you have the right to work in a safe environment, you have the right to practice within your scope, you have the right to professional development, and you also have the right to advocate for your patients. Now, let's talk about your responsibility as a nurse upon graduation. Once you have graduated from the school, of course, you know that you secure a job in any hospital of your choice. It's now the right time to apply all the knowledge you've gained from school into practice. You make sure that you provide a compassionate and a high quality care to your patient. Always observe, assess, and monitor your patient's physical, emotional, and psychological state at all times. Once you do that and you observe any abnormality, deviation from the baseline, you immediately escalate it and document it. Ensure you document accurately and on time is very, very essential. Also, ensure that you maintain confidentiality. The importance of protecting your patient's information and privacy cannot be overemphasized. It is very, very essential that you protect your patient's information. Don't disclose it to your friends or even the patient's relatives. Don't discuss your patient's treatment, their diagnosis, or their treatment plan. It's very, very important. Do not snap your patient's picture and share it on social media. Do not disclose or discuss about your patient on any social media platform. It is very essential, because if that is being done, then you are liable. You will be held accountable for it. Another responsibility of a nurse you don't need to forget is your ability to collaborate with other multidisciplinary team in the health sector. Of course, you know that as a nurse, you cannot work alone in the hospital. You need other healthcare team to come together, reason together, and bring out the best decision about patient care. To achieve this, you need a good interpersonal skill. You should know how to communicate, both verbal and non-verbal. You need to know how to listen, relate with people with the aim to achieve organizational goal. And of course, as a nurse, you don't forget your skills, the treatment, the administering medications, wound care, and other procedures, admitting patients, discharging, referrals, referring the patient if the patient needs to continue their care at home. Of course, if you're a trained nurse, then definitely you understand what I am talking about. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that this video has been able to impact you. For those aspiring to be a nurse, we can't wait to have you into our community. And those in school, I wish you the very best in your academic work. And my colleagues practicing at the moment, I hope this video has been able to remind you of our responsibilities and our rights as nurses. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video.